Hey Taurus besties, welcome to my channel, Blushina69 Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. Why does it do that? Why are they showing ads? I want to see my video here with my comments, not these ads that I can care less about. Natural good mornings, good mornings. Good mornings, y'all, good mornings. How are y'all doing this mornings? If you have not signed up for the love rituals that I'm offering on my website, blushina69.com, this is the last week, so make sure you go check that out. Good mornings, good mornings, good mornings. This is your You Are Made for Greatness reading. Never give up. That is this reading. I was on TikTok, like everybody else, and if you're on the side that I'm on, then you know about the Nicki Minaj and Meg beef thing. Really not even a beef, but whatever it is. I got sick and tired of hearing about it, so I said, let me do something else with my life. Because last night, I stayed up till midnight, about 12:05 or 7 or something, because that's when that video finally dropped, just to listen to Nicki's song. And right after I listened to that, I put back on Meg Thee Stallion song, and then I went my ass to bed, because I said, you will not be speaking that nonsense in my dreams. So I listened to Meg last, and then I went to bed. But that ain't none of my business. But as I was writing the spread, I realized I think the spirit has a message for y'all before you end up in a similar situation. So I don't know what the message is gonna be, but as I was writing the spread, I was like, this sounds familiar. But either way it goes, let's move on with your reading, Taurus. Thanks for joining me this morning. Tequila, good mornings. Good mornings. I need to flatten my hair some more. I think I made it too poofy. Too poofy. I'm picking up. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's coming up. So what's the situation that Spirit says you are giving way too much attention to? Spirit Taurus. What is the situation that you say Taurus is giving way too much attention to? Take out my paper, resonate that. Mally, good mornings. Good mornings. Y'all see I'm here early, sort of. It's because I took my baby after we had a whole fight this morning about him not being dressed and him not brushing his teeth and him not putting on lotion and him not having no socks, and him not cleaning up his room. After we had a whole fight, I took him to First Watch because he said he wanted that last night, but I'm like, it's closed. You can't have no waffles, and I ain't making no waffles. So we went there, and then I dropped him off at school, and now I'm here early, productive, sort of. Anyway, it goes. What's the situation that Spirit says you are giving way too much attention to, Taurus Spirit? And please help me understand, because I feel like sometimes you like to let me sit here and be lost in the sauce, and I don't want to be lost. I don't like feeling lost. Anyway, it goes. What's the situation? Painting the roses red. You're doing too much. Already, Taurus, Spirit said you're just doing way too much, covering up the errors, right? You're working on too many projects or too many things, thinking about too many things. Take out motherfucker resonate, but you're doing too much in a sense or in a way where I should have said it the first time. Hold on. In a way where you don't even gotta do all that. It's like doing the extra credit when you ain't even gotta do it. Right? You can get 100%, but you want to go for 105. You want to go for 120%. Spirit saying you're wasting time. You're wasting time. You're wasting a lot of valuable time. Focused on things that don't even matter. Focusing on things Damn it. I need to catch my brain up with catch my mouth up with my thoughts. Just focusing on things that don't matter, doing the extra stuff, going the extra mile, or it's like starting a project and being done with the project, but not putting out the project because you're still working on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's already done. It's perfect. It's good enough. Emily, good mornings. Monet, good mornings. Good mornings. You got the Queen of Cups. It's your time to be seen, Taurus. They're saying stop, get out the shadows. Stop doing whatever it is that you keep doing. Spirit saying it's your time to be seen. So some of you guys can have an overactive mind where you're just constantly thinking. So if you're anything like me, you just be thinking, right? You know there's stuff that needs to be done, but instead of doing it, you're just thinking. You're thinking and thinking. What are you thinking about? I don't know, because it's a lot of y'all. But you're just overly thinking. And Spirit is saying it's time to get it done. You done thought about it enough. It's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to present something, Taurus. I don't know what you've been working on or whatever else it is, but it's time for you to present something. Now, I do get that you're going to receive some type of help. So maybe when you present this, even though you feel it may not be necessarily done, Spirit is saying you have done your part. Now comes the assistance from whomever is going to end up assisting you or helping you, if you get what I'm saying. You have done all that you can do. You need help. You need assistance. The Hangman. Latika, good mornings. Natural, good mornings. What are they giving way too much attention to, Spirit? It's literally like being in a burning house, right? And when they tell you to just come outside the house, leave everything, just come outside the house. Or think about those school drills. I don't know how everybody do their school drills or whatever else it is. But, you know, how school drills, I'm gonna just explain it a little bit, just in case y'all don't do it the same way. When the fire drill will happen and then you have to, get up, leave everything, and then go outside. But then you see those few kids, it's like, oh, let me get well, we didn't really have phones back then. But let's just say, let me get my phone on my book bag. Let me take my book bag. Oh, let me get my jacket. Let me get this. Let me get that. Let me get this. Instead of just getting your behind outside, right? Because you are prepared. You need to show up, right? Where you need to show up instead of being in the fire. Because if the fire did, spread, if there was a fire, it would end up getting you. Spirit is saying, get out the fire. Get out the fire. You're going to burn, okay? You're going to burn. You need to get out. Leave it. Leave it. Stop touching it. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. See, I feel like Spirit's trying to send you somewhere else or have someone join you. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean like it's a long-term joining you, but there's a temporary assistance type thing going on here where you have assistance temporarily coming in to do what you cannot do. To give what you cannot give. So, let's just say like a bank. You need the money for your project, but you can't get the money on your own. But you're still trying to find ways to get the money on your own. The Spirit is like, see, if you would get out of that, you would stop trying to find a way to get it. You would pay attention to me when I'm trying to tell you to go to the bank. That's where you're going to get the assistance from. And you keep telling yourself, I got to continue to work on my credit score, right? Stay with me, don't lose me. I got to continue to work on my credit score. I got to make it perfect. I got to raise it up. And Spirit's just like, just go to that bank. It's good enough. Go to the bank. Stop touching your credit. Go to the bank, right? Kiss good mornings. Or afternoon for you, because it might be afternoon in England, but I don't fucking know. I might be evening. Can we please? Any day now. I know you're going to give it to me. Do you not want me to clarify? We have about 5 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. You got the star? Three of Swords. Look at you and your well wishes. Look at you and your well wishes. Spirit's saying, whole time, the shit about to burn down, okay? It's done. You completed, you done did all you could do. And you still trying to figure out how you can do more, how you can make it better. Spirit's saying, stop touching it. You know, you keep touching your credit score, all that stuff you're paying off, gonna end up dropping it eventually. So wherever you are, Spirit is saying, however you take this, you're at a good point. Stop touching it. Now, you need to move on to finding or looking, right? Open your eyes to what Spirit is sending you, what assistance Spirit is sending you. Because it's time to move on. You got the Three of Wands. It's time to move on. You've already established it. It's time to move on to the next step, Taurus. Please. The Knight of Wands. Can you please clarify that? Gracias. Good mountains. Thank you. Shoot. And the Four Swords. Right? Now, I want to slow down for a little bit because my mind is working kind of fast right now. Because I do get some type of negativity here. If you don't move on, and I feel like I've been trying to say this, but it hasn't been coming out the way that needs to be said. If you don't move on, you're on dangerous territory, right? Meaning someone's going to find whatever it is that you're doing, and it's going to be ruined. And that's not necessarily to scare you, and it doesn't have to be in like the most toxic way, but you're going to lose what you have if you do not move on, right? You're creating something, or you created it, or you're in the midst of doing something. And whatever it is, you keep trying to make it right. Keep trying to make it right. Keep trying to make it right. Keep trying to make it perfect. And Spirit is saying, leave it be. Leave it be. Leave it alone. You and I both know you have done all that you can do. There ain't much more that you need to do. Now you need to move on to that next step because Spirit is saying you need to show up somewhere. You need to be seen. Someone is going to assist you. That person cannot assist you if they do not know you exist, right? You can't find love if your lover doesn't know you exist. If you're always cooped up in the house saying, I want love to find me. Love ain't never going to find you, right? If you don't go be seen. You've taken the steps of working on yourself, healing yourself. And you're like, oh, well, no, I still got some more healing I need to do. If you don't get your behind out the door and go be seen, somehow, some way. And if you're not found the first day, Spirit is saying you're not done. Go do it again. Okay, it's not a waste of your time. Go try it again, right? Take that motherfucker as name. Let's move on. So why are you focusing on this too much? Phoenix, good mornings. Give me a sec. So, no. Nope, I'm saying it. I feel like you're afraid of someone taking something from you. Taking something from you. Oh, yeah, thief. You're afraid that someone's gonna take something from you. So this gives me like, if you're working on something that has to be copywritten or trademark, Spirit is saying, well, there's ways about going about doing that where you don't have to reveal everything, but you need assistance, right? And if no one knows about it, no one can assist you. You have unbothered and fake accounts. Bankrupt at the bottom. Stacey, good mornings. Why is Taurus focused on this? Clarify. Thief. Page of Cups. Because you know it's gold. You know it's gold. So you know that other people have been watching you or they're going to want to get in on this. You know it's a great idea. It's a great project. It's a great person. It's a great whatever this reading is for you. It's great. It's top tier. At least it's your version of top tier. And you know other people are going to want in on it. It's special to you. Two of Pentacles. But you wasting time. Wasting energy. It's like you're on a cycle doing the same thing. And give me 1 sec to get this out of my head. If it's you, damn it, hold on. If you're the only one involved in whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to keep giving you the same result. It's going to keep giving you the same result. I don't know how to explain that. It's like I saw the picture. Until you add something additional, it doesn't change. Almost like math. Wish I got math homework. If anybody know pre-calculus, trigonometry, let me know. Okay, just saying. But if nothing gets added to it, nothing changes. It's just simply you, and you can either make it better or make it worse. And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna make it worse because you don't know what you're doing, right? You don't know the proper next steps. You can only go but so far before you have to include something or someone. So it's almost like your marriage could be really great with just the two of you, but until you add something additional, it's just the two of you going through the same emotions or whatnot. It's like until you add a trip into your marriage, it doesn't make it any better, really. It's just the same thing going your daily lives going on and on and on. Until you like spice it up, right? It's just the same thing. So it's like you're gonna keep living the same life, like nothing's going to change. Nothing's gonna be different. You're not gonna get any better. You're not gonna get more money. Nothing's changing. You're doing the same routine over and over and over and over and over again, right? Trying to make the same routine better and better and better and better and better, right? Seven of Swords. Sister Good Melons. Knight of Pentacles. Your plan, if you wonder why you're stuck, this is it, okay? Your plan is at a standstill. Even though you think you're moving, you're not moving. That's why you don't see those results. That's why you don't see that money. That's why you don't feel love. That's why you don't, whatever it is. But I'm going to go back to the mornings, okay? Because, I'll be living me some mornings. That's why you don't see the extra money, because there ain't nothing really changing. You're running in place, doing a lot of nothing, okay? Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like, let's say like the neighborhood person that like children when they want to go in the neighborhood and they want to cut people's grass, right? Let's say there's like 10 houses in the neighborhood. Stay with me, don't lose me here. 10 houses in the neighborhood. This child cuts their house and then they cut everybody else's house. And they make $10 per lawn, right? That gives us $100. If my math is mathing. And if it's not mathing, don't nobody correct me because it's gonna be mathing today. Okay. So your routine is, well, I'm going to do this again. 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 I don't know how often you got to cut grass. So let's just say every 5 days. Let's say every week, because let's say every weekend. Only because people be working. And 9 times out of 10, they're not answering their dodo on the weekdays or something. And then you in school anyway. So either way it goes, every weekend. So you end up making $100 a week. So let's just say 4 weeks in a month. Okay, we're not counting the 5. So that's $400 a month. Not counting the 5s, okay? You keep doing that, you keep doing that, you keep doing that. You're only making 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, right? You never increase your prices because you keep doing the same thing. The same thing. over and over because you feel like it works. You got to perfect it. I got to get my craft right because I can't go to outside sources until I get my craft right. But you've been cutting this same grass forever, forever. And apparently you must be doing a good job. I know it's probably cheap for them, but you must be doing a good job because even though it may be cheap, people ain't gonna let you keep ruining their house. So, child or not. So, you're, damn it, hold on. You keep doing the same thing over and over. You keep cutting the same people's grass, and you never increased it. Yeah, you never increased your prices. You never even stepped outside the neighborhood to try to venture out, right? You need other people. You need assistance, right? You probably even need to add somebody additional, not meaning that you're working with them, but you need to add someone additional because when you do step outside, you can't cut all those, right? In one day, in one weekend, eventually it's going to be a huge load for you. Spirit is saying to you, I want you to progress. You're not progressing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, it works for you, but you're not gaining anything. You're not gaining anything whatsoever. Not gaining, not a damn thing. And you're stuck here because you're hopeful that one day, right, you're gonna have all the tools that you need to do what you need to do. And Spirit is saying you've already learned the necessities, right? You've already learned how to do it. You already learned what you need. When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna change it? And the Ten of Swords, you must like pain. Okay, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't know who you're trying to put on the show for, but Spirit is saying don't nobody care. I think I told you that in the previous reading. Don't nobody really care about you. Okay? And I know it sounds harsh, but it's true. Nobody cares about you. They care about themselves. They care about what they benefit from it. Right? I don't care if it's your mama. She benefits from you somehow, some way. Now, granted, she's your mama, she birthed you, whatever else it is, so she cares about you a little bit more than anyone else. But she still puts herself first. At the end of the day, okay? Just don't take it so literal. Lachey Mountains, but damn it, hold on. I forgot. Back me up before I went off script into your mama. What did I say? Nobody cares about you, but before that, or mixed in with that. What part was that? Why are you still here? You're still waiting, something like that. Anybody know what I said? Give me a sec. I'm gonna get it. Tara, good mornings. Okay, I'm gonna just with that. Okay, well, same thing, no progress, right? Um, Let me just see if I can like pick up until it like fully triggers. Um, yeah, you're doing the same thing, no progress. Twisted good mornings. Just give me a second to pause. You're comfortable though. You're comfortable. Thank you. Either way it goes, and maybe I was going beyond. I'm just gonna go back into when I say nobody cares, nobody cares. So who are you trying to perfect it for? Because people are gonna go off what they need, right? What are you trying to perfect it for? When people love you, they're choosing to love you for them, not you. Not you. Not you. So who are you trying to perfect it for? Who are you trying to perfect yourself for? And that's coming into adding in a lover, right? When people choose you for a job, they're choosing based off of what they need, not you. not you. So what are you trying to perfect that resume for? Lie. Get it over with. Submit that resume. Submit that application. Submit. I'm in my head. Submit that application already. Okay? What are you waiting on? Who's going to see it? Don't nobody care who sees it. Okay? The people who need to see it will see it. And when I say who needs to see it, it's based off of their need, right? You're never going to be attractive to someone that does not need you, right? That does not need you. They may not know they need you, but they need you, right? So, a broke person, sorry, I'm saying what I'm saying, okay? They're never going to be attracted to me because I don't need anything from them. They can't give me anything. So I'm never going to be attracted to them. I may like you look fine and everything else, but I don't need anything from you unless it's probably sex or something, right? And even then, may not need it, right? So either way it goes. You're never going to be able to supply something to someone who doesn't need it. Make the need be known. So that way, whatever you got going on can be used, right? In society, whether we like it or not, we're all being used. All of us. Every single one of us, whether we like it or not. Some of us can deal with it better than others, right? But at the end of the day, we're all using somebody. Somebody's using you like you're using them, basically in a nutshell. You need something from them, they need something from you, which is the only reason why you're around. You need a friendship, you need a companionship, you need a job. Okay? The real reason why you go into that job is because you need that job. Otherwise, you would not be present. Okay? You need it for your own fulfillment, you need it for finances, you need it for something in your life. Okay? But Spirit is saying you're working on something over and over and over, and you're not progressing. You think you're progressing, but you're not. Okay? Because if you're solely doing it for the need of you, you're not progressing. You're not progressing. There's no growth within you. Stay with me, don't lose me. There's no growth within you. You can't learn from yourself. Okay? You can't progress from yourself. You can't teach yourself how to make more money. You can't teach yourself how to hold on. How to love, right? You can't teach yourself how to heal. You can't that's why you go through these lessons, right? That's why you go through different things in life, different friendships, different relationships, different jobs, different opportunities. You can't teach yourself. And whatever it is that you're doing, Spirit is saying you're stuck. You're not growing anymore. It's not even pushing you. You're trying to do something, but there's no more that can be done. So all that healing that you keep trying to do, you can't do on your own. You got to get out. Okay? You got to get out. Otherwise, you just have the same thoughts going through your head, spinning through your head. You never see different. You think all men are the same, right? You think all women are the same. Why? Because there's no growth within you, and that's all you're able to see. So it may be time for some of you guys to move, physically move. Because apparently, wherever you're living, all men are the same. All women are the same. All women want you for your money. Okay? There's women out there that want love, that truly want love, right? Not me. But there's women out there that truly want love. But you can't see that. Because what you're viewing, what you're seeing in your day to day, it says women only want the money, right? But that's not true. At one point in time, I was there for, and then I realized I never really wanted that. See what I'm saying? Right? But how did I realize I never truly wanted love? It wasn't about the love for me. Because I grew out, I expanded outwards, and so therefore I was able to find it. So whatever it is that you got going on, because I feel like I'm on repeat and we need to move the fuck on. Whatever it is that you got going on, Spirit is saying nobody cares, truly cares. Stop thinking about what people care. Stop thinking about what they care about, what people care about. Stop thinking that people care about you at the end of the day. If there's a need, in whatever way it is, people are always who need it are going to come. So let's just say it's a business. You've been trying to perfect this business and perfect this product or whatever else it is, and you don't want to get it out there or whatnot. You don't want to put it out there because you feel like it's not done. And Spirit is saying, but people can use that. Done or not, people can use that. People out there that need that. It may not be officially done, but people need it. You may not have labels for it. People need it. You may not, now be careful with the FDA and stuff, because one girl, right? Either way it goes. People need it. People need you. People need to learn from you. You may be somebody's lesson, and let it be what it is. People need your type of love. In order for them to grow, they need you. They have to meet you. They can't meet you cooped up doing the same routine over and over and over again. It's time for you to expand. Let's move on because you've really been here too long. So, what do you want? Why do they want you to stop it? I didn't write that correctly, but whatever. Jenny, a good mornings. Why do they want you to stop? Spirit, why do you want Taurus to stop? And please make this make sense. Why do you want Taurus to stop, Spirit? You got Goddess of Justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. And then, just like the reading says, the little thumbnail says, Angel of Union, a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness, right? Someone or people need to be added to the equation. You can't make money on your own, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you have to partner up with someone. But if you run a business, you can't make money on your own. So continuing to blow money, trying to make products over and over and over and over again, trying to I need to add this to it. I need to add this to it. You know how much money you're spending out? You have no income coming in. You're spending it out. So maybe you already got the loan, right? Now you're buying this because you need this product. I have to set this up in my shop. I have to set this. I can't open until I get a sign. I can't open until I put up flyers. I can't open. That's money, 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 money going out. You can't make money on your own. You need your clients. You need your customer base, right? You need your audience. You can't do it on your own. Instead of saying, if you continue, it's like a YouTube channel. You can talk about it. You can plan it out until you're blue in the face, right? You getting the name done, and you're like, oh, I'm going to keep editing these videos. Oh, I don't like that. I'm not going to post that video. I didn't like how I looked in that video. I don't like how I sounded in that video. Whatever it is, right? It's solely you. You have no subscribers whatsoever. Spirit is saying, if no one knows about it, no one cares, okay? Not even care. No one needs it, right? No one needs it. They only need it when they know, right? When they know. So stay with me. Don't lose me. Just wait a minute. So either way it goes, Spirit is saying we're beyond just you. It's no longer just you. We need to add others into the equation. And I'm not saying you got to be their besties whatsoever. And I'm not saying somebody mentioned about needing a team. Maybe you do need a team, right? But maybe it's not solely the team of we're all in this together, right? We're creating this together. It's that your team, like you are my team, if that makes sense. You guys are my team, right? If I keep doing the same thing outside of posting videos, I may grow some, right? If people keep watching the old videos or people find me eventually, but I need YouTube to promote me, right? And if I'm off the channel and I'm not doing a video, I don't get promoted, right? So I need YouTube. So when the time comes of me doing the same thing of, off the channel, living my life, doing whatever I'm doing, I can keep doing that, but I need to come back. And when I come back, I now have my team again, right? I have you guys to support me, right? Thank you. Therefore, other people find me, and also YouTube ends up promoting my videos, right? Pushing my videos out. If I don't do nothing, if I don't change up my routine outside the channel and come back, nothing's going to really change whatsoever. There's no growth in that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I don't like how that I'm upside down in here. Hold on. If you keep loving the same exact way, you're gonna keep getting the same results. That's your love part right there. You're gonna keep getting the same results, and that's why you keep feeling like all men are the same. All women are the same. I can't find somebody who's gonna pay 100% of my bills. I've seen so many videos where they're like, And I always block them because I don't really care. You're not gonna put that negative energy over here. Okay, I said what I said. Okay, but either way, where they're like, you will never find a man that loves you if you have children or whatnot. There's not one man out here that without children. Okay, without children. Stay with me. Don't lose me here. Without children that would want a single mother, or that would want a single mother in their 40s or whatever. It's on TikTok or whatever. I'd be blocking that bitch because I'm tired of that shit coming up on my feed. That you know why he believes that? You know why he believes that? Because that's all he allows himself to see. There's no growth in that whatsoever. And then for him to tell another woman she will never find what it is that she says she wanted, as if he is the creator of this universe, as if he attracts what she attracts for herself. Now, I felt like she was stupid sitting there listening to him because I would have got up. You can call me bitter, you can call me mad all you want to, but I rebuke it, and I will not be listening to this. It will not feed my soul, right? But, she allowed him to speak for her, and that's her growth. But you see how she included him, and she was able to grow, whether positively or negatively. It affected her in some type of way because she let him speak. You would never got a word in with me. It never would have happened, right? I would have been tuned you out, even if I was sitting there. I would have tuned out a long time ago. But either way it goes, when it comes to your love life, because hold on a minute. Oh, no. Yep, when it comes to your love life. Nope, I forgot. Take that motherfucker resume. Let's move on. Why do they want you to stop? You have the 8 of Swords. Look at that. Look at that. I know you fucking see it. My nails dirty. No, they okay. They good. You see that? That's you. Stuck. Stuck. But you're not stuck. You feel like you're stuck because there's a boogeyman. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. No. The boogeyman. It's a boogie person. Y'all remember that movie? Don't look under your bed. It's a boogie person. Or I'm a boogie. No, it's a boogie person. No, I'm a boogie person. One of those. But either way it goes, you magically stuck in the fear of moving forward or putting yourself out there is scary. And that's understandable. But at some point you gotta get out. You gotta get out. You can let the world trap you, or you could trap yourself. And if anything, the worst thing about those two things right there, those two, whatever, is you trapping yourself. The world trapping you, at least you're making progress. The world trapping you or stopping you is the result from you're actually meant for greatness, right? They can see you're meant for greatness. But you stopping yourself, you can't see that you're meant for greatness. You can't move forward because you're trapping yourself. Remember when I said with you alone does nothing. You alone does nothing. You're just your own worst enemy. Looking at yourself in the mirror every day, telling yourself you're not shit. You're not going to be able to progress. I possibly won't make this money. I possibly won't do this, right? You have nothing outside you to show you that you're going to be better. When a hater comes around, that's somebody included, right? But when a hater comes around, that's confirmation that you're growing, that you're progressing, that you're meant for greatness. You by yourself is never going to tell yourself that. Not enough to believe it. The only way you're going to believe it is if the hater is there, right? If the hater is there, or if the confirmation of your results are positive, right? That's how you're going to believe it because you get to see it. You by yourself, you ain't never going to be able to see it. Now you could tell yourself, I am good, I am great. But eventually that what you're telling yourself is going to end up being a lie because you're not seeing the results, right? So I'm beautiful. You can tell yourself that every day. Let's just say you're the type of person that coops yourself up in the house. You tell yourself all the time, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. Eventually, you're gonna stop believing that. Why? Because you have no one outside you. And I'm not saying that other people's opinions matter, because they don't. But we're not meant to be by ourselves. We're not meant to be alone. So if you have no one rewarding you in some type of way, you're not going to be able to believe it for too long, right? If you have no one giving you money, you're not going to be able to keep believing, oh, I always make money. Money comes to me easily. You're not going to be able to believe that because you have no money coming in. You're not going to be able to keep up that lie. So Spirit is saying you need the action, you need the progress. Something needs to be included. It can't just be you. Why do you want them to stop? Siren, good mornings. Teresa, good mornings. Or maybe I said that already, but I don't remember. Good morning twice if I did. Why do you want Taurus to stop? We've been on 40 minutes already. The Emperor. You know what I realized yesterday, this morning? I don't know which one it was. I was sitting in my car thinking, and I said to myself, going back to your last reading when I talked about the Venus, right? When I said my Venus is in Leo, I realized with your readings, I talk a lot longer. Even though you're always my first readings, typically, I talk a lot longer and a little bit more detailed with your readings. And I said, I realized why. Because you guys literally give me what my Leo Venus needs. The stage, the attention. Your comments are like my compliments. And with the Leo Venus, you need the compliments. Okay, you need them. So when I go to somebody else's live, go to do somebody else's videos, and they're not talking, I don't have a stage. I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to be here. So instead of getting like 2-hour reading, they get like 10 minutes, and then I'm done. What information I got in there, I don't think I know. But it really wasn't worth anything. But yeah, I just realized that that's why it works. Ray, good mornings. Anyway, you have the Emperor here. No, if you got more, then hell no. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. And then you got Seven of Pentacles again. The Hierophant and the Stars. You got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to clarify this because it's going to go on way too long. So yeah, so basically, why they want you to stop? Actually, give me a second because I don't fucking know. See, look at you. This is you in your head, right? That's you. That's your thoughts. Okay? Or maybe that's spirit. Spirit can only tell you but so much, right? I can't tell you how to live your life. I can only tell you but so much. I can only push you but so far. And the only way I can push you is by telling you. You have to take the action, right? You keep saying, I want love. That's what you're manifesting. I want love. And Spirit's like, okay, well, you got to get out that door, right? That is a dough, right? I don't fucking know what that is, but it's going to be a dough today. You got to get out that dough. And you're like, okay, well, Spirit, when am I going to find love? What's going to happen when I leave the house? You know what? I'm not going to leave the house because I feel comfortable in my bed right now. I'm not going to leave the house. Even though I have this urge to leave the house, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay in, you know? And you ever hear, like, from your friends, oh, you missed that party? And even if you never heard it before, you saw it in a movie or something, right? Oh, you missed the time last night or whatever, you know, you missed the party. It was so great, whatever else it is. And then you thought to yourself, man, why didn't I go out? Right? You more than likely got that sign to go out, and your sign to go out was that invitation, right? That invitation. And you said, no, I'm gonna be lame and I'm gonna do the same activities that I do any other day, and I'm gonna stay in the bed, right? That's what Spirit's saying to you. That's you in your head. You're just doing nothing but manifesting. You're doing nothing but let me write down let me make my vision board. Your vision board without action is not going to happen, right? Your vision board with the same routines is the reason why you don't have what's on your vision board, right? Something has to change. Something has to change. I always tell you guys my story times, right? The only way I have those story times is when I go outside the house. I started to change up how I go outside the house, right? Stay with me, don't lose me. Okay. But either way it goes, I started to change up how I go outside the house because before my story times would be crazy. Okay, because they always involved liquor. And not just liquor, an excessive amount of liquor. So my story times will be wild, right? Recently I went outside the house. Spirit got games. Spirit play too much. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Stay with me, don't lose me here. This is my little quick story time. So anyway, so the other day I had went out. I forgot what day that was. But the other day I went out and And okay, I went to the same place that I've been going to for a minute, right? I went in there, it was packed. I said, oh, I should have known because it's hot outside. Oh, so I couldn't sit at the bar where I usually sit at because when it's cold, ain't nobody sitting there. But either way it goes, I ended up going to the other bar and then I like leaned on the pole or whatever, and I was just leaned there and I was gonna have my little one drink and I was gonna dip out. Eventually, I wanted to put my cup down because I'm like, well, ain't nobody sitting at these chairs. So I was like, well, let me put my cup down here. But I said, let me ask these men first because it says reserved. It's a table. And they were like, yeah, you can put it there. One of them seemed a little standoffish and the other one was a little bit more open. Now, me, I'm the type of person where you're not just gonna not talk to me. I don't like your attitude. So I need to read your energy and I need to open you up. Okay. So either way, so I ended up talking to the one that was a little standoffish or whatnot. And then he eventually opened up and I was like, oh, there you go. You know what, blah, blah, blah. So either way it goes. So then I ended up sitting down with them. Because I'm like, are you waiting on someone? And they were like, oh, well, yeah, we're posted, but I don't know where they're at. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna sit. And then yeah, they never came though. Eventually I met, stay with me, okay? It's a point. But eventually, or maybe it's not. I don't fucking know. Listen to my motherfucking story time. Oh no, it is a point. Either way, so then I ended up meeting, the one guy's girl cousin or whatever else it is. And then she sat there. And then they ended up buying a shot for the table or whatever. So I had a total of 3 shots, and that's it. Eventually, I saw this one guy when I looked over, and he was like, come here. And I was like, you come here. And he was like, come here. And I said, you come here. And then he said, come here. And then I got up and I went over, right? Just listen, damn it. And so when I went over to him, he was like, "Oh, what's your name or whatever?" And then I told him, and he said his, and he was like, "Oh, can I have your number?" Or he said something, something, something. And I said, "This probably isn't going to work out because you made me come over here, and I don't do that. Right? I know I came over, but I already know this isn't going to work because you're not in the energy that I need you to be in, right?" So eventually, we did actually exchange numbers, and I walked off. Then there was this other guy that kept eye fucking me. And I was talking to the guy at the table, and I'm like, he ain't never say nothing. He just keep looking at me. Eventually, he did make his way over. We exchanged numbers because I have a habit. I give people my numbers, okay? I block them later. But I ended up giving my number out to the second guy that kept eye fucking me. But I realized I wasn't interested in him, and I said if I did, go anywhere with him, it would be for his money. That would simply just be it. Um, Eventually, when I left out that place, okay, I left out great because I wasn't drunk. I didn't excessively drink like I normally would have. 3 shots would have never been my thing. I would have went beyond, right? My story time, this story time would have been crazy. It does get a little crazy, but hold on. It would have been crazy because I would have had an excessive amount of liquor in me. But I was able to make different judgment calls because I did not overdrink. So I went out doing the same thing, but I changed it. You see that? If I had excessively drank, the dudes that I gave my number to, don't ask me what would have happened. But the dude that made me come over, he texts me, I haven't texted him. He texts me again, I haven't texted him. He texts me, I haven't blocked him either. He texts me again. He sent me a video recording of himself singing, literally singing. And then he tried to FaceTime me twice yesterday. My phone stays on Do Not Disturb. Yes, I got the messages. No, I'm not blocking you because I need to know how crazy you are. And I need to know the next time when I'm in that place if you're going to be there. Because if you're there and my phone rings, I know you're around me. If I block you, I ain't never going to know. So either way it goes, he ended up calling me. The guy that kept eye fucking me was like, oh, you're sexy. You're so sexy. You're sexy. And a bunch of messages with sexy, right? Oh, that eye contact we had was so great. He still ain't blocked either, but he's been ignored at the same time too. So I say that to say, if I had kept the same routine of going out and not changed up my liquor intake, not changed up something, so yes, I'm around people, but nothing ever changes, I would have never known how crazy these motherfuckers was. Right? Now, this part has nothing to do with it, but I wanna say this part. So why when I went outside, I saw this one dude that I had met there like 3 weeks ago. Um, he ended up right in front of me again, and I was like, "You so you're not gonna say nothing?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't see you there." No, motherfucker, you saw me. You saw me. But whatever. And then he ended up going off to his car, and I walked off. He was there with his friend, so I started walking to my car. And then I heard my name, so I turn around, and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like I know you're his friend, and I was just joking about you walking me to my car, but who the fuck are you? Like, how you know my name? because he didn't even say my name. So either way, he walks up to me. He's like, "This is such and such," and I'm like, "Oh snap! Why Spirit do this? Why Spirit had to bring back the past now? This is wild." Either way it goes, I couldn't remember why we fell out, but he told me. He said he had said something to me and I got pissed off. I got in my feelings or whatever, and then I shit talked him. I shit talked him on YouTube. He said he came on my YouTube live and he said me and my gang, it was on my main channel though. He was like, me and my gang had went off on him. So everybody named mama in the comments. Why he chose my live, I don't know. But everybody named mama was going off on him, and then I blocked him. And he tried to talk to me through Cash App and I blocked him. Either way it goes, I thought that part was funny. I don't know if Spirit's message there, but that part was funny. Either way it goes, in a nutshell, Taurus, back to this. Why Spirit wants you to stop it is because if you don't get out your head, if you don't get from by yourself, you're never going to be able to grow. Nothing's going to be ever to change. Nothing's ever going to be able to change. I can't network drunk, that drunk, right? Being sober-ish, I was able to find out things that I would have never found out drunk, super, super drunk, okay? You're never going to be able to grow by yourself. You're never going to be able to see the progress by yourself. You think you're in control, but you're not in control, right? Being in control is stepping outwards, right? And allowing life to take its course, right? Stay with me. You want to stay in alignment. You want to draw things to you. The easiest way to draw things into you is to get in the way. Sorry. Is to stand in the way. Okay, get in the way. That's the easiest thing. That's the easiest way you're gonna draw things to you. You gotta get in the open. Nothing's coming to you if you're hidden. Nothing's coming to you if you're just standing there by yourself, right? Just behind a wall or whatnot, locked up in your room. Nothing's coming to you that's in that little manifestation board or on that manifestation board or in your manifestation book or whatever else it is, if you're just hidden, if you're trapped, if you lock yourself up, right? If you don't allow yourself to simply do something different, do something different. Because at this point, we already know what's happening along your route. We already know. It's the same thing that you got today. That's all that's coming to you. Nothing is ever going to change up. And if it does change up, that's just life. That's just life happening, right? So you may take the same route to work, right? And one day there may be a tree down. You left at the same time and everything else. That's just life. And if honestly, that's probably Spirit trying to block you from taking that same route every single day because there's no progress. There's no change. You keep calling that same person that never picks up. There's no progress. There's no change. You keep worrying about that same relationship that doesn't need to work out. There's no progress. There's no change. And there's your tall tale sign. Spirit's doing what they can do to block you so you can actually allow yourself to open yourself up for something new to come into your life. Sorry, I had to bite my lip. Mind your business. Anyway, let's move on. So, because you've really been here too long, what's the situation Spirit says you need to focus on? Power, good mornings. Balance. You can still be you, Taurus. You can still be you. But Spirit's saying, but you can't be you. Okay? You can't be you. You can still like what you like. You can still have boundaries. But you can't be you, if you get what I'm saying. You can keep those same boundaries and go out. You can keep those same lessons that you learned and still go out, right? And still look at the world in the way that you want to see the world. Just imagine. This one reader had told me, and I think I told you guys, but I'm going to use it now. Chanel, good mornings. She told me, you'll never make more money than you making now at the time, right? And I didn't believe that whatsoever. It just was never going to be my thought, in which it's not true. It's not true. Either way it goes. She had told me that. And I could have sat there and believed what she told me to be true. And if I believed what she told me to be true, the only reason why I would have believed that that was true is because I already believed it. And because I was on my own, I would have allowed this person to constantly tell me that's all I would ever be able to do, right? That's all I would ever be able to make. And the only reason, I'm trying to figure out how to say it, the only reason why I would have believed it is because I already believed it in myself. Why? Because I'm already trapped. I capped myself off. I said, I can't do no better than this. This is the best job. Because at the time, that was actually the best job that I had gotten, the best pay that I had gotten in my life outside the military. And I don't even think really even made that much for real. So I feel like, at least as a civilian, that was the highest paying job that I had. But I didn't believe that that was it because I said, well, if I could get more here, I could find another job to pay me more. Bump school, I don't really need that, right? But Spirit's saying you got to step outside of you. You can keep the same lessons that you learned. You can have whatever values you want to have, whether you change them or you keep them, whatever else it is. But you need to be in the limelight, right? You need to be in the line of fire. Damn it! You have believe and succeed. And embrace. You need to be in the open. Okay? You're going to get to your destination. You're going to get to your destination. But you're only going to get there is if you take the tools that you have learned, the things that you have learned in life through people, friendships, relationships, or whatnot else, but you open yourself up to more. You open yourself up to more. If you come from one relationship thinking all men are the same, let's just keep it here. All men are the same. You're not open when you go into that next relationship. So if you go out into the open thinking all men are the same, nothing's changed. It's the same thing. You're only going to get all men are the same. You're going to get that same person all over again. If you think all men are abusive, then that's all you're going to get, right? Because that's all you're going to be able to see. So that's all you're going to be able to attract. So when you do go out in the open with the same thing, the same views, you're only going to attract the same thing. So when you go out into the open, change something. Allow something new to come in. So if I decide I want to call in love, I want to actually call in love, I'm going to go out in the open with my boundaries of, you going to pay this rent, right? And you going to pay these bills. And you going to take care of me, blah, 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 right? And you going to take care of yourself. I'm going to go out into the open with that. But the difference here is I'm not just going to go out in the open for money. I'm going to go out into the open with a slight little bit of a heart, right? I'm going to care a little bit more. So maybe this time I'll listen instead of listening for the money part. I'll listen a little bit more to what they have to say. I'll try to care, right? I'll try to care, even though it's still based off a need. My boundaries is a need. I'll try to care a little bit more about the other person. So that way I can allow love into my life, right? But I'm going to keep my boundaries, so I'm still happy at the end of the day. What does souls need to focus on? Will of Fortune, Six of Cups, the Chariot. Life goes on. Move forward. Change has to happen. It has to happen. And sometimes you just make the change, right? You make the change. Today, like I said, I'm here early, right? Why am I here early? Because I changed my routine at this moment. Kaleem said he wanted waffles. He said he wanted, what the fuck that place called again? Fresh Start. Fresh Market. Whatever that little breakfast place is that closed like 2 p.m. He said he wanted that. I changed my routine up. And now I'm here early. If you don't change anything and you're still consistent, you're stuck. There's no progress. There's no real progress. You're literally just running in place. So whether that goes with your money, or that goes with your love life, or your friends, your friendships, your family, the reason why you keep attracting the same thing is because what I said in this reading. Okay, I don't want to reiterate all over and over again. You got the devil, temperance. It's your time regardless. Regardless of what's going on in the world, regardless of what someone else is lacking, what someone else fails to understand, it is your time regardless. And Spirit is saying it can always be your time. It will always be your time. You just have to be open to it being your time. If you keep telling yourself, it's not my time, it's not my time, it's not my time, what's happening? The only reason why you don't see it's your time is because there has been nothing to change to show that it's your time. Nothing has changed within you, right? No one's ever going to know how great of a singer you are for you to say it's my time unless you go out there and sing. No one's ever going to know who you are because there's no progress. You're still working on you. They can cohabitate. There's another word I want to use, but I don't know. The two can cohabitate. The two can cohabitate. You can have growth within yourself and progress within the world. They too can live together, right? That's why you see the good and the bad. You need both of them. You need them to cohabitate, to survive in this world, to live in this world, to truly grow in this world. You need both, the yin and the yang, right? You need God, you need the devil, right? Some may say God's not real, but then they believe in the devil. Some may say the devil's not real, but then they believe in God. You need them both. Because how else can you as a human being make your mind realize what's real and what's not without them both? Without them both. What's good for you and what's bad for you. Without them both. You may call them by different names, but you need them both, right? You need them both. So Spirit is saying you can survive in this world. I don't know the next point right there. I would have to stop and think. But you can survive in this world. Still being you. Still being you. Yep. You can survive in this world still being you. So you can be a good person in this world of evildoers, right? Doesn't mean you block yourself off because, oh, I'm a good person, right? And I'm going to stay away from the evildoers. You got to go out into the world. When you're in the store, there's always somebody in there that you don't know their life. You don't know their life. You don't know what they did, right? You could be walking past a serial killer. You wouldn't even know it. Wouldn't even know it. But you can exist in this world just as much as they exist in this world too. So we're saying you can't block yourself or stop yourself from gaining what it is that you desire to gain just because there's evil in this world, right? Stay with me, don't lose me here at this part. So there's a lot of people that say tarot readers, psychics shouldn't charge, right? There's a lot of people that say that. That's not right. You shouldn't charge to help people or whatever else it is, but let's talk about the doctors. They're healers, right? They charge. Let's talk about the pastors. You go to their church, they charge. They make a profit, right? Because without a profit, you can't live, you can't survive in this world. So doing free shit on something that you do for a living, make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. You know the people that tell you that are the people who do that shit for fun. They do that shit for fun. I wasn't given that opportunity. I was given it at first, and then Spirit said, you know what? You're going to do this full time. So every time I go try to get a motherfucking job, Spirit denies me. And then I'd be back here again, right? Keep trying to run away, and Spirit bring me back. So you can have the two. So I can be a good person, I can help people, but I can still make a living at the same time too. And you can't count my pockets and be like, oh, well, you're making more money than you're supposed to. Who said? Who said? You said? You said, right? And you know why you said that? Once again, like I told you before, you said that because it's based off of your need. Your need. You feel like you need to make more money. So therefore, nobody can make more money than you. But there's tons of money in this world to be made whatsoever. But there's always somebody clocking your pockets, right? Stay with me, don't listen here. Somebody always clocking your pockets, which comes down to what? A hater. And your haters will be your number one way to know, or number one way to know that you are progressing, right? To know that you have allowed change into your life, because one thing your hater ain't gonna like is you changing. They like your normal routine because they're always watching, always watching. So they're not gonna like when you change it up. And Spirit is saying, but you gotta exist in this world, people, and you can't be afraid to be different. You can't be afraid to stand out. You can't be afraid to change yourself, regardless if they like it or not. Let's move on. That's what you need to be focused on. Okay. Let's move on. So either way it goes. Okay, why do they want you focused on this? T, good mornings. Why do you want Taurus focused on this? Did you really want to come out? Because you were kind of bent a little bit. I guess they all kind of are. You have healing. Once again, look at you. Stuck. Mm-hmm. Dare to be different, Taurus. Dare to be different. Get out of whatever stage you are in. You've been here for a minute. Get out of that stage. You're not growing. You're not progressing. And Spirit is like, you're like right there. You're at the breaking point. You've been hearing those readings, or those things, or feelings, having those feelings that, something good is going to come in, something big is about to happen for you. You know why it hasn't happened? Because you're still stuck there. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck here. You're stuck here. Feeling the need to continue to do and live the life that you want to live right now, and wait on Spirit. And whole time Spirit, once again, is in your motherfucking ear talking about something. Please get out the door. Please get out the door. Do something different. If you didn't get that job, do something different. If you didn't get that job, do something different the next time you apply for another job. Don't do the same thing. Don't do the same thing. So let's just say, you apply for the job, you put your resume in, you didn't get the job. Okay, cool. I'm gonna lie a little bit more on my resume. I'm gonna have to change something. Because apparently it didn't get their attention. So when I apply to this next job, I'm not gonna send the same resume in. That's stupid. Sending in 10 jobs, the same resume. That's stupid. Tweak it. Lie a little bit. How they gonna know? They're not gonna know unless you say it. Okay, learn how to lie. Something. Okay? So you can get the damn money. We there only for the need anyway. We're not there because we like the job. We're there for the need. And maybe you do like it. Maybe you will like it. But at the beginning, it's not whether you like it or not, because you don't know if you like it or not. You never worked it before. You're there for the need. Lie a little bit. So tweak it. If it didn't work in this relationship, then we're going to tweak it now. And what we're also going to tweak is our boundaries, right? What we like and what we don't like. What we will allow and what we won't allow. We're going to tweak that too. We're not just going to move into the next and not tweak our boundaries at the same time too. Jay, good mornings. Limitless, good mornings. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Spirit, why do you want to focus on it? Taurus. Back in the day, I would have damn sure put these cards back in this damn deck. I can tell you that much. Damn sure would have. Anybody else's reading outside of Leo, I'll put these damn shits back too, because they don't be watching them really or participating. Joy is fun. Happy success in the universe. Okay? Because Spirit saying, concern yourself with what's going on in your world. Okay? Concern yourself with what's going on in your world. Your bubble. Okay? Your bubble. Now, yes, you're going to go out and you're going to change things, right? You're going to allow things to be a little different. I'm not saying totally different, but a little different. You're tweaking things as you go along. But the only way you can tweak it is by going out into the open, right? You can't get inspired by yourself. It's not going to happen. When I don't have a reading, it's because I've been by myself. If I coop myself up in the room for a week, I'm never going to get inspired. I can't get inspired by myself. I'm not that interesting. Okay. I'm not that interesting. I get bored by my damn self. So what happens? I have to go out. And when I go out, I get re-energized. I get inspired. I have a reading because I know what's going on in the world. You know, when I first started reading, when I was doing the love readings, I would get inspired by what the fuck was going on in my life, right? So I only got inspired with love readings because I was dealing with someone. They got on my motherfucking nerves. And you know what they was? A Taurus. Punch that motherfucker in the face. But anyway it goes. I never hit him though. I wanted to. But anyway it goes. I got inspired. I got inspired because I stepped outside myself for a second. I was able to view it. I was able to see it. Spirit saying, you don't know what you want. You won't truly know what you want until you allow yourself to step out and allow yourself to tweak what it is that you want. You can keep saying all day, every day that you want this particular house. Yeah, you may have wanted it at one point in time, but the world has changed. The price of that house has changed. The grounds have changed, or whatever else it is. When's the last time you saw that house? When's the last time you looked at that house? A week ago. Do you know what's changed in a week? No, you don't know. Because the last time you looked at that house was a week. And you went back to your solitude and said, this is the house I want to manifest. This is the house I want to manifest. This is the house. This is the house that I want to manifest. Stay with me. This is the house that I want to manifest. This is the house I want to manifest. This is the house. We did that for a week. Let's say we did that for a month. This is the house I want to manifest. This is the house I want to manifest. This is the house I want to manifest. This is the house. Stay with me. And you never went back. Never went back. So things have been the same. You have been manifesting from a point, and don't lose me here, it may not make too much sense, watch it back. You've been manifesting from a point of what you knew, not what you know now, right? Things have changed. So it's almost like the universe saying, I can't bring you that because the house that you're manifesting is not necessarily the house that you're manifesting anymore. Did you know they renovated the last month? Nope, you didn't know that. You didn't go visit it again. You didn't go drive past again. Do you know that now they're building a strip mall on that strip? Did you know that? No, you didn't know that because you didn't go visit it again. And do you know that you really don't want to live next to a strip mall? But see, you keep manifesting this particular house, not knowing that they got it in the works to build a strip mall, and now or a strip club or something, or some type of club where it's gonna be loud music or whatnot. You won't like that. But you don't know you won't like that because you don't know what they're doing with that house because you keep manifesting the same thing the same way that you've always been manifesting and doing things the same way, right? Stay with me here. I'm gonna break it down into this love. You say you want a particular type of person, right? This is why you gotta be careful when you're trying to draw a certain person into your life. Keep that bitch open. Keep it open and allow the universe to bring you who you're asking for, right? But this is why you gotta be careful when you're trying to get such and such. Let's say Jamie and Johnny, okay? You're trying to draw in Jamie, particular person, specific person, and Johnny, and or Johnny. And you're like, I want I want Jamie. I want Jamie to love me. I want Jamie to blah, blah, blah. I want Jamie to blah, 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 right? They fit a need for you. But little do you know, Jamie just went through some type of heartbreak, right? She is now destroying her life. She is on a rampage, like literally messing everybody up in her path. You wanted Jamie when Jamie was healed. You wanted Jamie when Jamie looked perfect. When Jamie looked like she ain't have no problems going on in her life. Now Jamie all over the place. Jamie's not the same. But you don't know that, right? You don't know that. And now Jamie actually is about to come your way because Jamie need to be healed. Stay with me, don't lose me. Because you are healed. Spirit's saying you have been healing, right? You have been healing, you are healed. Now, Jamie's coming your way. Do you still want Jamie? Jamie's still coming your way. Why? Because you've been manifesting Jamie. Why you've been calling on Jamie? I don't know. That's why you gotta be specific. You gotta be careful with specific people. And people. I'm gonna stick there. You gotta be careful with manifesting specific people because people change. People change. And it may not be what it is that you want because you have not allowed yourself to change. As soon as you allow yourself to step out into the open with the new boundaries that you have and the changes that you need to make, right? Tweaking your life a little bit, you'll see that you really don't want Jamie. You don't really want Jamie. That's why when you go on these dates, stay with me here. When you go on these dates and you end up realizing that you don't like the person that you're on a date with. Why? Because you're tweaking things, right? You stepped out into the open and you went out on that date and you realize, I'm not feeling this person. And you're only not feeling that person because you've allowed yourself to be open to the changes that need to be made, right? Because when you first liked that person, you saw them from point, one point of view. I first met you, right? We matched on, some internet site or whatever. We matched on there, so I was only able to see what I could see. But we never met in person, right? We never met in person. It's not until you make that change to meet in person that you will know if you really connect with this person or not. If you're still online, you're never going to know that you like this person or not, right? Stay with me. I don't like people in my space. I hate people in my space. There's only so much I can take. So I have to really be in love with you to allow you to continuously stay in my space. I'll be looking at you like, when are you leaving? Trying to be nice about it, but I need you gone. Okay? When are you going home or something? You got anything else to do? Right? Um, Stay with me. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. Just give me a second, damn it. Why did I say that? Mm. Mm. But I only know I don't want your energy in my space because I let you come around, right? I stepped outside my comfort of I want my personal space. And I allowed myself to be open to people coming into my space, only to realize I don't really like your energy and I need you to go, right? I don't really like your clinginess and I need you to go. So either way it goes, damn it, we supposed to clarify? What number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just give me a sec. I'm tired of over talking at this point. You got 6 of Cups again. 9 of Wands. You have been doing a really good job, Taurus, at protecting yourself. Your boundaries have been pretty good, at least making them. Some of you guys may not have been keeping them. Judgment. But the reason why you can't keep these boundaries, it's not because you don't have boundaries, Taurus. It's not because you don't have boundaries. The reason why you can't keep these boundaries is because there's people that go beyond your boundaries. And that's why Spirit's saying you need to go out there and you need to tweak it. You're not going to know that you need to set up boundaries for people trying to manipulate you if you don't get manipulated, right? If you don't go out into the open and realize that you're being manipulated. You don't realize that you need to set up boundaries with your job trying to excessively use you to work, whenever they feel like you working, if you don't get into that position to be able to learn that, right? Spirit is saying there's more. You're still here for a reason. So there's a lot more that you can attract. There's a lot more that you need to do. Okay? Whether you like it or not, there's a lot more you need to do in this lifetime. That's why you're still here. But those boundaries need to be tweaked, right? You need to change. Allow yourself to tweak what needs to be tweaked. I'm going to go back to the beginning when I said this whole reading, basically what it's based off of is you not progressing forward, right? Spirit wants you focused on the best of the best. Once again, the growth, your growth, your growth. There's one thing to heal, but you're capped off at healing if you're not growing, if you're not experiencing things. You're capped off with manifesting. You're capped off with manifesting or what you can manifest if you don't allow yourself to step out and open yourself up to change, right? It makes sense because Taurus, you are a bull. Bulls don't typically like change. So it makes sense. Get out your own way. Get out your own way. Christy, good mornings. Get out your own way. Ryan, good mornings, because I don't. Phoenix, good mornings. I don't know. Maybe I already said that. Good morning, y'all, because I don't know who I said it to already. Get out your own way and allow yourself to change. Right? Now, I want to go through this last part one last time so I can make it make sense. Sum it up. There's a lot of things in this world that you want. A lot of things in this world that you want. When it deals with love, it deals with money, it deals with whatever. But you're doing things the same way. Something has to change. So, if we're not having children, and you can have children, let's just say you can, and you're not having them, it might be your person. So what does that say? Your person need to change. You need to change who you're dealing with, right? Or you need to change how you fucking or something, or when you're having sex or something, right? You're not getting the money that you want to make. What needs to change? You need to step outside of where you're comfortable at and go find something else. You're not getting the job offers that you want. We need to tweak that resume. Tweak the resume. We're not getting the clientele that we want. We need to tweak what we're advertising. We may need to even tweak ourselves a little bit. We need to tweak the way that we're writing or making our website or something. It goes back into where Spirit is saying you're doing all of this spending, like spending. But the spending, not just financially wise, would be you're doing all this work on yourself. All this work on yourself. But it can only go but so much before it becomes redundant. Basically, you're not changing, you're not growing, you're not able to really attract anything more than what you have going on right now. Life is the same as it was yesterday because you have yet to make a change. Take that off of resonate because we've really been here too long. Really have. All right. So where do you stand in comparison to those who hate on you? Where does Taurus stand in comparison to those that hate on them? You got ask your angels. Tweedledee, tweedledee, tweedledee. You know, stay with me. Don't lose me here. Now, everybody has their angels. Everybody has their ancestors. Everybody has, no, whether your ancestors were good or bad, that's up to your ancestors. You know your ancestry. But either way it goes. Everybody has their angels. Everybody has their spirit team, whatever it is, right? The difference between you and someone that hates on you is you are actively using your spirit team. Progress or not, you're actively using your spirit team. And the way you know that you're actively using your spirit team is because you have a hater. You have a hater. And I don't want nobody in this world to tell me that you don't have one because there's always somebody that wants your life. Wants your life, right? You could be like, I'm so down, I'm so depressed and everything else. And I promise you there's somebody out there that's going to look at you like, you know, I tried to kill myself yesterday. At least you did it. You know, something. Somebody always wants your life. I don't care what your situation is, how you look, whatever it is. Somebody's always going to want it. And not even just someone, because I feel like we like to say at least someone once said, no, many people. This world is made of so many people, right? Think of how many people and why they want to. I don't fucking understand. Want to come to the US, and I'm not saying that everybody does, but think of how many people want to come here. Why they want to come here? People in the US. If you're not like a, what's that song? Proud to be an American. Okay, if you're not one of them, then you looking at everybody else like I'm looking. Why? Why? Why would you want to come here? Okay? But once again, they want to come, right? But then you get people like me that's like, oh, well, I would like to be somewhere else. And then they are probably looking like, well, why? Why would you want to come here? We don't need no more people over here. Whichever way it goes, either way it goes, somebody always wants your life. And Spirit saying to you is the reason why you know that the difference between you and your haters is you're actively using your spirit team. And how I say that is they're not actively using their spirit team when they're concerned about you. There's no progress going on in their life but you. You are their movie, right? I'm trying to do like that. That was a good. Fuck it, it's not pretty anymore. But either way it goes, they're not using their spirit team. You are. That is the difference, right? When change starts to happen in your life, or you gain another hater, that's because you decided to use your spirit team, whether you use them in a smart way or not. You decided to use them, which means you have change actively happening in your life, right? You're This is your telltale sign that whatever it is that you're manifesting will show up. I'll skip something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll grab it. I know it's this damn long. What does Taurus stand in comparison to those who hate them? They feel like you are blessed. Okay, and they're always going to feel like you're blessed. You have the Six of Gabriel, which is the Six of Wands. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Taurus. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. It's where you stand in comparison. Either way, Four of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Cups. Regardless of what's happening in your life, Spirit is saying you are always blessed and you will always have what you need. You will always have what you need. Always have what you need. But you have to allow yourself to tweak your own life, right? Tweak what's not working. And I'm not saying do a whole master change, because you don't even really like change like that, right? So you have to tweak basically what is, sorry, threw me off. And I forgot my message. Hold on a minute. It's a little awkward. Give me a second. You're always going to be blessed. You're always going to be blessed. Let's just keep it there. To have whatever it is that you need. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to do a whole master change, right? Take out everything and throw it back in there. No, Spirit's saying tweak things. That's just going to be on repeat. Small changes. They are just like big changes. You do a big change too soon, you don't know the results of that change. But if you do a small change, a small tweak to your life, then what's going to happen? You're going to be able to stay up with what's happening, right? You're going to be able to stay in the loop. Seven of Pentacles. King of Swords. And the Three of Wands. You know how they say you're dealt the hand. What's the saying? You're dealt the hand you deal with. You deal with the hand you dealt with. You're dealt the, what's the saying? If I can continue. Sandra, good mornings. And it's hot. Y'all done made me hot up in here. And I'll never be getting hot. Anybody know the saying? I should have bought a ponytail holder. Okay, cool. Thank you, thank you. Deal with the hand you're dealt with. You can do your own hand. You can do your own hand, right? I feel like the difference here, where you stand in comparison with your haters, or some outside source working against you, is you can do your hand that you decide to deal with, right? You can do your own hand. When it comes to those outside you, they have the hands that they're deal with the hands that they deal with. You know, I don't know how to fucking say it. They get whatever's thrown at them, but it comes from you. So this gives me like you get their scraps, right? Well, not you get the scraps, sorry, the other way around. They get your scraps. You're always out there creating something new. You're always giving them something to watch. You're always giving them something to learn from. You are the blueprint. When you stay connected to spirit and you listen to spirit and you put forth the action behind it, whether it works or not, you give them something to think about. Sorry. Think about let's say people on TikTok, because they're famous for doing it over there. Or I'm gonna leave this one alone. Let's go back to TikTok. They're famous for doing it over there. Let's say someone exists, right? So let's just say me. Let's use me, okay? Because I need to name somebody. So let's say me. Um, let's just say somebody decides I do something or say something. Who the fuck knows? And then they decide to start talking about me. And now I'm the basis of their channel. And then someone else picks it up. And I'm the basis of their channel. And I'm the basis of their channel. And I'm the topic of discussion for whatever reason, right? My name literally gives them, money. It feeds their family. To not talk about me doesn't feed their family, right? So for instance, that poly couple or whatever on or once before poly couple, whatever, on TikTok, whether you know them or not, just as an example. They made money off of their own stuff, but there's a lot of people using them for clout, right? So you'll see, like, you'll go on lives and you'll see people talking about you. You see it, even if it's not the poly couple. You see people talking about them, and it's like their whole life is literally about them. Like, you don't got a life. You don't got a life. Instead of creating your own content, you're there talking about people and what it is that they're doing, right? That's what Spirit's saying here. They are dealt the hand that they decide, or that they are dealt the hand from you, right? You get to do your own hand. Dare to be different. Step out, tweak the changes that need to be tweaked. But Spirit's saying when you stay connected to your guides and you lead the charge of your own life, you'll always get the best of the best benefits from life. You'll always get the best benefits from life. Your haters will always get the scraps from you. The thing is, they need you. Once again, circling back to where I said people need, right? They only entertain what they need. So people need you. So whatever you give them is what they're going to need. Where there's a need, someone who needs what you got going on is going to try to bite off of that. But they're only going to get the scraps. It doesn't matter how much money they're making off of your name, off of you, talking about you. Free will, freedom of speech, whatever it is, okay? It doesn't matter about that. So we're just saying stay out of their cup, okay? Stay out of the cup. And that's what I said too. That Nicki Minaj Meg thing probably relates to his reading, and maybe they should have watched it before this, okay? But either way, um, don't worry about what's going on there because they're being dealt the hand that you're giving them, right? Without you, there's no need, right? They don't profit from it. They don't gain anything. But Spirit's saying you're going to get the best of the best because it's always going to be something that they're searching for, they're seeking for, whether it's to pick you up or destroy you. But we're not concerned about them. If we stay in our world, there's no change. But if you go outside of it, there's always something better that can come into your life. But they, the haters, are focused on what's going on in your life, meaning there's no progress in their life. There's nothing happening in their life. They are miserable. Don't give them the time of day. Come back to you in the healing that you have made and move forward, is basically what Spirit's saying. Okay? That's where you stand in comparison. Now let's get you a final message. This is supposed to be something else, but this is way too long for me. It really is too long for me. What's Spirit's message? And then I need to go blow my nose too. You have travel. You going places, Taurus. You're going places. And soon you're about to land something, okay? You're about to land something, whether it's land yourself in a new relationship, land yourself a new job, land yourself whatever it is, okay? Land yourself something. You have stable woman jumping to conclusions. Look at you. You're about to land something. In my zone, mind my own business. Stay in your energy, but change. Your energy is your boundaries. Make sure you create those no matter what. We're not just going into any job just to have them treat us any type of way. We're not just going into any relationship having them treat us any type of way, right? Just because you are my client don't mean you're gonna talk to me any type of way or treat me any type of way, right? That type stuff. Tower and the butterfly. It's literally be open and be open now. Be open now. Start making slight changes every single day to your schedule, to the way that you wake up, to whatever it is that you do. Maybe you may include the gym. And don't question, well, what am I going to get out of this? Let's stop thinking that. If I go here, what's going to happen? You know what? I don't want to go out because I'm probably not going to meet anybody. It's probably going to be too cold to go out. You're talking about I want to manifest love, but it's too cold to go out. People go out in the cold. I want to manifest love, but it's raining. People go out in the rain, right? I need tissue. I don't think I have any. Let me wrap this up. People go out in the rain, right? So go out, basically, in a nutshell. You have the heart, you have the lion, and you also have the snake. I'm gonna have to do this off camera. I need a napkin. I know I have tissue somewhere here. I'm gonna have to use the paper. Is there tissue out there? Oh! I'm gonna take you out my ear. Give me a second. Those napkins out there because they got donuts out there. I don't want because they've been open and just sitting there out in the open. It's like a potluck. It's a no for me. Anyway, it goes. Taurus, this is your breakthrough. Okay, the breakthrough that you have literally been waiting on, that's always been there, that you've always been hearing about. Spirit saying you just needed to seize the opportunity. You just needed to tweak something. That was it. So now I'm going to go back into what I was saying. I want to manifest love, but it's raining. People literally go out in the rain. I went out the other day in the rain. I put a raincoat on and was out, and there was people out. Okay, the people was peopling, whether it was raining or not. Okay, people go out in the snow. Okay, you just may not, but people go out in the snow. That job is still going to be open. That job is still going to be available. People may be like, "Oh, it's a holiday. I'm not gonna apply to this job." People still apply to jobs on holidays. Okay, people still take a vacation when they should be working. People still take a vacation when they ain't got a lot of money. People still take chances. You just the one that's not doing it. So you looking at whoever, let's just say you're looking at somebody live, always on these trips and everything, and you're like, I wish I could do that. They're not waiting. They're not waiting. You are. Why are you waiting? And you know why you're waiting? Because you're still within yourself, right? There's no progress within you. You gotta just do it, okay? You gotta tweak it, make changes. So it starts off with that first small vacation of booking a hotel stay in the hotel down the street. It starts off there. And then it goes into, okay, I love this feeling. Let me go to the next city over. Okay. It starts with traveling within your country. And then it goes to going outside your country. It's like you just keep attracting more and more and more until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it gets bigger because the universe says, oh, they love this. They like this. Let's give them more money. And then you realize your dreams are so big that your job isn't paying you enough and you need to find you something else that pays you more money. But you're not going to look for a job that pays you more money if your dreams are not big enough, right? So if you don't start seizing the opportunities to live in your life now, making those small changes, they're never going to turn into something bigger. You're never going to go beyond. So that lady was kind of accurate a little bit. You're never going to go beyond what you're making now if your dreams do not become bigger. But see, the problem there was my dreams were already too big. My dreams were already too big. That job would have been perfect if I just wanted to live a mediocre life. The job wasn't perfect for me because my dreams were way too big. So I already knew I needed to change something because this job ain't it for me. And what did Spirit give me? I didn't ask for this, but apparently I'm supposed to be doing it, but Spirit gave me this. Spirit gave me this. Well, I can control my own income, right? I don't gotta wait on nobody to say, hey, you're only gonna get this every 2 weeks or whatever else it is. You're not gonna regulate what the hell I'm gonna make because I'm too spontaneous, right? I don't wanna be controlled. I want to show up when I want to show up. I want to sleep. I like my sleep. Okay, whether I'm allowed to sleep or not, whether my thoughts are overthinking or not, I like my sleep. And I like the fact that I can choose whatever day I want to go out and go out. Okay, because that's how my dreams are set up. That's how I want my life to be set up. So if you don't dream big enough, right? The only way you're going to be able to dream big enough, is by taking those first steps, making those first tweaks. Like I said, the hotel stay. Moving on into, I'm going to go visit the next state over. Okay, we don't got to go far. We don't got to start off with the East Coast of California, right? Work your way. Work your way wherever you feel is affordable. Do what you feel needs to be done so you can get the experience, so you can have the feeling, so you can start telling the universe without having to tell the universe. Work with your spirit team. But so you can start telling the universe, I enjoy this. I enjoy this. So eventually, when you do see, because what's going to happen is, at one point in time, stay with me, I did love my job, right? It was great. It was exciting. And then it got boring. But you know why it got boring? Because I started reading in the midst of it. I wanted to get home and go back to shuffling my cards, right? I'd be up all night just shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, right? To the point that my roommate would be like, girl, was you shuffling last night? And I'd be like, yeah, sorry, was I loud? She'd be like, I could hear you through the wall, but you were good. Okay, cool, because I'm gonna do it again tonight. But either way, it got to the point that I wanted to go do what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to shuffling so bad that the universe gave me an out. Otherwise, I would have still been there, right? And then when they gave me an out, I wanted to shuffle so bad that somebody told me you need to go get another job because you aren't making any money from this. And so I went to go get another job, and I wanted to shuffle so bad again that the universe gave me another out again, right? They now granted I didn't want to get sick, but they flared my Crohn's up, right? and then they took my car or whatnot. But when they took the car, I was able to stay home and just shuffle, and I enjoyed it. I didn't care. I just Ubered everywhere, right? Because I have a need, right? I have a need to get somewhere, but my need was already available to me, so I didn't need the car. I realized I didn't need um that car. So it's like some of you guys may realize you don't need the house, right? You don't need those bills. You don't need the car. There's other resources, right? You don't need those people. You never needed them, right? But you didn't know you didn't need them because your dreams weren't big enough. You didn't know they were holding you back because your dreams weren't big enough. So once again, start somewhere. Make the changes each day. If you're in the energy of manifesting love, you got to start somewhere. So even if it is on the apps and you're just having conversation, start somewhere. But if it continues to stay the same, once again, we're back at square one. Eventually, you got to meet up, or eventually, you got to take yourself out and allow yourself to meet other people. You keep saying, I don't meet no men, I don't meet no woman. Do you even go around them? Do you even go around them? Are you afraid to go into that cigar lounge? Are you afraid to go into, Home Goods or something? I wouldn't really advise Home Goods, honestly. Even though I do be up in Home Goods and I am single, there be a lot of married people up in there. I feel like Home Goods is just like Home Depot or Lowe's. They be married up in there. Target definitely. Stay your ass out of Target. They be married up in there. Unless you want a married person, it is what it is. They ain't none of my business. But either way it goes, step outside, Taurus. From now on, from after this, even today, because today ain't over yet. Okay, for whomever, whether it's nighttime or not, do something different. So before you go to bed, do you write at night? Try writing something. You know, try try changing up your prayers. Instead of that same prayer you keep praying every night because you learned it from the Bible and everything, you keep praying the same psalms or whatever else it is. Try something different. Do another prayer. Do another prayer tonight. And then tomorrow, we gonna do the same prayer until it works for us or something, but we're gonna change up something else. We're not gonna change up our prayer again, we're gonna change up something else. What are we gonna change up today? Right? You're gonna change up your hair, you're gonna do a new hairstyle, you're gonna wear different shoes, you're gonna change up how you dress today. Instead of dressing down, instead of telling yourself you don't have a reason to dress up. Dress up. Dress up. Dress up. You see those people that go to locations out with their friends or whatever, and everybody's dressed down, but you see that one friend that's dressed up. Who are you really looking at? The friends that's dressed down or the person that's dressed up, whether you're judging them or not. Oh, they doing too much. Why they dressed up for this occasion? You're looking at them. They got somebody's attention. They might have yours in the negative sense, but they got somebody's in the positive sense. Somebody eyeballing them because they ain't eyeballing the other people, right? Either way it goes, change it up, Taurus. Okay. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much y'all reading. Bye.